And guys, I'm telling you, the information that you are about to receive is going to be so powerful. It gives me great honor and pleasure to introduce this young lady that I'm about to bring on the line. That this introduction, she really doesn't need an introduction because she is an industry icon and a leader. How many know documentation beats conversation? She is a 3-time documented 7-figure earner. Voted the #1 highest paid female earner in the world. Yes, I did say the world. She is helping 1,000 families earn 6 figures, and everything she touches turns to gold. I would like to bring my friend, my sister, my coach, my mentor, none other than Miss Stormy Wellington to the line. Miss Wellington, have you made it to the line?
I have. Give me 2 seconds. 1 second. All right, I am back. Can you hear me, Miss Tammy? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. Take it away.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that on-time, prompt, energetic introduction. I am just on a high right now, fired up and excited after coming off of our regional convention TLC award show, guys, that took place in New Orleans. I'm telling you right now, if you missed that event, you definitely missed a star-studded event. You missed an emotional and impactful event. But I hope that each and every one of you are paying attention to what is taking place all over social media, because right now all eyes are on total life changes. I want to start off by saying congratulations to you, Tammy Morhead, for your success in such a short amount of time, proving to the world that you can go from zero to a hero real quick without having any experience. And I tell you, watching you walk across the stage and accept your check of $50,000 plus and accept your ring, really and truly is the #1 reason why I am so passionate about this industry that we call direct sales and the home-based business industry. There are so many people I have to acknowledge before we get, into the meat and potatoes of the call. I got to say congratulations to LaQuania from Texas. Congratulations to Natalie, Chandrea, Letitia, obviously Richard, Jeff and Janella Simpson, Daryl Drake, Rashid Booth, Shanita Foster, Pam and Nate McCrae, Candace and Javon, Sandra Pittman, Chandrea Pittman, Antonina Griffin. I mean, just congratulations to our team. Congratulations, Ms. Foster, all of you all who were able to really represent that our team rocks, guys. I was so proud of our team. Every second it was somebody from our team gracing the stage, and it just really made me realize that what we do in this organization, it works. I appreciate the company. I appreciate the leadership as a whole. But I love you guys. I mean, Tammy, mute your phone, Tammy. We just have such an amazing team that really, guys, if it was not for you, none of the success that we are having right now would be possible. And so, shout out to those of you that's still in the game. Shout out to those of you that's still believing. Shout out to those of you that sacrificed, to get to New Orleans. I know that some of you all came home to chaos, because of the sacrifice that you made, to get to New Orleans. And I want to tell you right now, please hear me out, that every sacrifice that you make, our Father is watching. And if you continue to sacrifice as you're on this journey, I want you to know that it is going to be a part of your story. Every single sacrifice that you make, every single sacrifice that you make in the name of your family, in the name of your future, in the name of your freedom, please know that it will be rewarded if you do not quit. Guys, I want each and every one of you to grab a pen and paper. I just want to have a conversation with you tonight, about some things that I really, really, really hope resonates with each and every one of you. I want to talk real with you guys on tonight. As I was in New Orleans, all I could think about was how the best is yet to come. How the best is yet to come. And now is the time for you to believe that the best is yet to come for you and your family. Guys, whatever you believe, you are right. Whatever you believe, my friends, you are right. And I want to encourage you tonight that it's time for you to step up your belief. It is time for you to step up your belief, guys. Today has been, a humbling day for me. All day long, my phones have been ringing. People who have been looking at our company are making decisions now that they're ready to get started, guys. I'm telling you that the favor is on our company. The energy is on our company. And I said it at the convention that it is time for you to find one person that you can touch and agree with and say that we are going to do this. It is time for you to find that one person. You don't need 10, 20, 5, 15. It is time for you to find one person that you can touch and agree with, and you guys get together and say that we are going to do this. Guys, because as I looked at that room this weekend, all I could think about was how when we first started 15 months ago, nobody really understood the pain that I was in, the pain that I knew I was causing my family, that they were silently dealing with. Nobody really knew. But I got with that couple, Pam, and I got with Nate, and that was my people that I touched and agreed with. And we didn't even have a real conversation about, how we're going to get it done. It was just our energy. It was that we knew that it was time for us to make a change. And we got together and we started to work this thing like our lives depended on it. Because, God, it really, really did. And see, some of you all tonight are working this business casually. And I'm telling y'all, I've been around as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as an employee, as someone that was on food stamps, Section 8. I could tell you every different situation. I could tell you what it feels like to be homeless. I could tell you what it feels like to be scared, to be fearful, to be worried, to be doubtful. Everything that some of you guys have experienced, I've been through it all, But it's time for you to recognize that this is it. Guys, I've seen companies that have came and they have went. I've seen, companies where people have came and made a little bit of money, but I'm telling y'all, there is nothing like what we have in Total Life Changes. Total Life Changes has every single component that you can build this thing to last. Please do not take your position for granted. Please do not take this time for granted. To be able to come into a company, so many amateurs that never made any money. Nobody, guys, when you look at this thing right here that we got going on in our organization and what's happening is, so many people. Stanisha Graham, $500,000. Okay, who's on the back line? Hold on 1 minute, y'all. So many people, guys, who went from struggle to success. And I can tell you the overall consensus of all of the conversations that took place this weekend as the leaders graced the stage was all about mindset, was all about your belief. And so we're going to talk tonight about just the mentality, that you got to have. And I hope that, please, y'all, when you get on these Monday night calls, don't be multitasking. Like, I know that somebody's washing the dishes right now, somebody's watching the TV right now, somebody's scrolling on Instagram right now. And here's the sad part. The person that's not focused right now, you're the number one person that needs to hear this message. And that's a part of the problem, not being focused. Guys, we got to get focused. Follow one course until successful. Get completely focused. So let's talk. Let's talk about leadership. Let's talk about what makes a person want to follow you and how do you create an environment conducive for success, guys. Leadership really is nothing more but influence, inspiration, and intentions. Guys, leadership is really nothing more but influence, inspiration, and intentions. And here's the beautiful part about what I just said. It really flows in no particular order, because in the beginning of your leadership journey, as you're on your way to creating that income that you desire, whatever that income may be, you may not have no influence in the beginning, okay? But you may have good intentions. And because of your persistence and your good intentions and your consistency and your good intentions, you begin to show up. See, guys, when I started this industry in 2008, I didn't have any influence. No, guys. I didn't have any influence. Nobody wanted to talk to me and hear from me, as it pertained to business. Nobody wanted to hear, what I had to say. Guys, I was broke. I was young. I was 29 years old. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't even know how to hold a conversation at all. But I had good intentions. Intentions like, I'm tired of being broke. Intentions like, I want to be free. Intentions like, I want to be happy. Intentions like, I want to help my friends. Intentions like, I wanted to do the work. My intentions were very, very clear, and they were extreme, focused intentions. And then let me tell y'all what some of the problems is that I've watched. Some of y'all are excited. Oh, you're fired up and you're excited for 2 days, right? You're fired up and you're excited for 2 weeks, right? And then you look up and things are not going according to plan, and you're back to your old self. So easily do you turn around and go back. But, guys, when your intentions and your mind is made up, nothing can stop the power of a made-up mind. Guys, we got a huge weekend again coming up in July, where there are some of you, y'all, this is a very important call. Hold on, it's my family. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. Getting very, very clear on your intentions and understanding, my friends, that when your intents are clear, when you decide that you're going to do something, you can't be temporarily excited. Y'all, it looks like an overnight success to you, what we have done. It looks like 15 months. But no, I promise you, it was so much longer than 15 months. It was so much turmoil. It was so much prayer. It was so many tears. It was so many days of being brokenhearted and fearful and just tired. I'm going to be candid with y'all today. We had a sister friend breakfast, and I said, do y'all mind if I curse? If y'all want me to tell y'all what I did, I got to tell y'all what I did to get myself in the mind frame, because I'm going to tell y'all, we could talk about the how-tos, but it gets to a point where there's really no one way to get it done. You could talk to Denise Lee. She is another $2 million earner. She got a $2 million ring alongside of myself. You could talk to Dale Drake and Pam, and granted, we all do activity. But, guys, can I tell y'all the truth? There's no one answer to how you get it done. There's no one answer to how you get it done besides the power of a made-up mind. You got to make up your mind. I told the group this weekend that I got to a place where I looked at my surroundings. I looked at first of all, myself. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't look right. I'm fat. I got this bald head. I went through this natural spell where I said no more weave, and then no more nails, and then I started wearing these long dresses and no swag, no pizzazz, no spunk, and I started to decrease myself because I no longer had any confidence and any belief. And I know some of y'all got natural hair and natural nails, and so you're probably looking at me right now with thinking like, what is she talking about? But I'm telling y'all, for me, I'm a spunky, fly, how could I say it, person that likes to do things outside the box. I'm a Giuseppe, red bottom, Chanel. I'm just a fly girl. I've always been like that. Anyone that knows me from high school, I've always been, a class act, a fly type of girl. But I got into a place where my whole mindset, my confidence, my belief was shot. And because of it, do y'all know that the law of attraction is always working? And what happens is that when you're in a miserable, unhappy, low place, you keep attracting misery, unhappy, and low places. And so not only was I in a miserable, unhappy, low place, the people around me was miserable, unhappy, and low and broke. And so I didn't know it, and it caused me to not see myself. I was totally blinded. The scales was on. The enemy was happy. Nobody was saying my name in a positive way. Nobody was saying my good graces. I wasn't even controversial. Like if y'all don't realize that, for example, this weekend my shoe game was on point. Why? Because y'all have no idea. For like 3 years I started wearing cheap shoes. That ain't me. They wasn't even cute, right? I had on a dress, my little thigh was out. Why I did that? That's what I felt like doing. I work out. I look good. I'm 35 years old. I don't have to look like, I have no pizzazz. So all of these things are me acting out. I'm happy. I'm peaceful. I see the future. The best is yet to come. We're just getting started. The team is growing. I'm so proud of the organization. But, guys, you have to change your mental capacities now. Guys, I cursed myself out in the bathroom one day. I'm talking about call myself names and everything. Myself crying. Like, no, look at you. Some of y'all need to have that breakthrough. Y'all can't miss this. I'm talking about this is built to last. Do y'all understand that you could take this opportunity, make enough money to pay off your debts, to pay your mortgage off forever? No more mortgage. No more car notes. You can take this and fund your dreams. You can really plant your flag and make some real money over here. Some of y'all hate your jobs. Some of y'all hate your life. But again, until you have that click, that shift, make that decision, none of this stuff is going to matter. None of this stuff. I'm not going to sit on here today and go to the how-to because really, y'all know how to hit each rank. Now, I do want to talk about, some activity, right? But your intentions. These 1,000 families is serious to me because I needed somebody 15 months ago to say, I'm willing to help you. I want to work with you. I take you to my prayers at night. I think about you in the morning. I wanted somebody to have that belief and confidence in me that their intentions were for me and my family to have peace. Their intentions were for me and my family to win. And y'all have that in this organization. Y'all have that with our CEO, Mr. Jack Fallon, right? So influence, inspiration, intentions. Who are you inspiring? That's why I tell y'all, lose weight, get on the products. I know we just released, a new product with TLC that, I talked to Miss Lloyd a couple of weeks ago. We often FaceTime, when we have a conversation, and we're on FaceTime, and I'm like, hey, girl, you look good. What you been using on your face? Got a true story. What have you been using? She was like, aha, you noticed something different about me. I'm like, girl, your skin is glowing. You look absolutely fantabulous. What are you doing? And she's like, I can't tell you. Just know we got some new coming out with the company. And so when that product in VIA was released at convention, y'all, I got fired up because I saw, the results and what it did for, our VP, Miss Lloyd. I saw the transformation in her face. And so, guys, we just have such amazing products. And I want y'all to start to shift your mindset from thinking that we are a network marketing company to start to realize that we are a direct sales company. You own, a GNC, You own a walking, talking health and wellness business. You own a GNC, You own a Walgreens, a CVS. whatever floats your boat, okay? You own a virtual business that caters and taps in to 9 separate industries. And so I want y'all to remember, we got it all over here in TLC. And you can literally find your niche and absolutely get rich, okay? But it starts with you being intentional, right? It starts with you saying, you know what, I'm going to look the part, right? It starts with you saying, I'm about to get myself together so therefore I can look like my product, so people can start being attracted to me and I can start inspiring people. See, so it may go opposite. It may not be influence, inspiration, intentions. It may be intention, then inspiration, and then influence. It may be backwards for you. So, guys, get to the place where you make a decision that the best is yet to come and that you are not going to get left out. Some of y'all are going to be left behind. Why? Because you can't see. Your intentions are not clear, guys. When the intentions are clear, the mechanisms will appear. And I'm excited. This new product is 150 with 100 points. I like that. Listen, y'all, gotta get this product. NVIDIA, amazing. I promise you, this serum, it does wonders for your skin. But anyway, so just let's get clear. And because of the energy right now that we have overall, I want to also talk something else about intentions. Right now, there's a lot of checks, a lot of evidence, right, floating around on social media. People who you can say, wow, I know her. Wow, I know him. People that may not even be a part of your team. Guys, start reposting everybody's checks. Why? Because they're now trending topics. Why? Because now it looks like you are connected. Don't say, I ain't going to post because it ain't my check. Right? I ain't posting. It ain't me. It ain't my team. No, because the energy right now, the magnet that you could become right now. Then I look at the amount of phone calls that's coming in right now. Do you know what people are saying? I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all all over social media. Guys, we are at a place where we're undeniable. Like, what else can you say? The products work. The comp plan works. The energy is there. Like, what we have is so infectious. But you got to count yourself in. And I'm not saying this to make you feel good. I promise y'all, it's not too late. It's not too late for you. It's not too late for you. It's not. I did a 3-way call with Candace. Gentleman been looking at the company for 6 months. You know what he said? I don't just look at the leader. I look at the results of the leader's team. Y'all, we got a fire team. And you can't deny. I'm telling you, I was sitting up front. No lie. The leaders was like, Stormy, what do you do to your team? Like, everybody going across the stage seems like your team. So y'all got to buy into the vision of 1,000 families. I'm serious. How can 2 walk together unless they agree? When I grabbed Denise's hand on the stage, I'm serious. I don't care if you don't like your sponsor. You got to respect your sponsor. You got to honor your sponsor. You got to appreciate your sponsor just because they brought you into business. They were the conduit. They were the connection. Principles, guys, this industry is principle-driven, it's spiritual-driven, it's psychological, it's numerical, and it's duplicatable. Yes, you should be independent doing your thing because you should not depend on no man but God. That's who you depend on. But don't try to do it by yourself and think you'll need your sponsor. You need to have conversations with your sponsor. If your sponsor is called and they don't answer, they're busy. Call them 55 times. Call them until they get on the phone. You fight for that phone call. Why? Because 2 cannot walk together unless they agree. Guys, let me tell y'all something. When I think about when we started, I made a decision. I said we are going to put 50,000 people in the system in 90 days. I can't wait till they really tell that part of the story. When I had that bald head in Atlanta, Georgia, fat, unhappy, and broke, I told Jack, I said, how many people y'all got in the United States? He said about 10,000 people. It took him a year and a half to do that, 18 months. I said, we're going to put 50,000 people in the system in 90 days. And I said we. The only we I had at the time was me, Pam, and Nate. That's the we I had. And at the beginning, Nate wasn't all the way going as much as Pam was. Let me be honest. But the we was me and Pam. And as I began to be clear on my intentions, and then I began to lose weight, and I began to get results, I turned into inspiration. And then after that, the inspiration went to influence. Now they respect me. Now those that's hating, they can't do nothing but respect me. They can't do nothing but respect me. You can't deny the results, and that's what I need y'all to do. Create results. I don't care if it's small results. What am I saying? Who did you help make $1,000 last month? That's the story you hold on to. Y'all two get together and run. Who did you help make $500? See, guys, it can't be about you because you can't make the money by yourself. Yes, you can make some retail money, right? But if you plan on walking across the stage in July, as we have all roads lead to Atlanta, guys, we're going to have one of the hottest miracles, the Miracle Tour, guys. We're going to be in Philadelphia, February 20th, Houston, March 19th, Raleigh, April 16th, Chicago, May 28th, and yeah, it's my fault, Maryland, the end of the month. And as a matter of fact, if you're from Maryland and you're in the Maryland area and you want to help us to make sure our team, I love everybody, but y'all know I'm a little competitive. Y'all, we got to show up and show out in Maryland. We're going to show up and show out in everywhere. But y'all don't shame me when it's time to come to Maryland and have nobody there have me looking crazy, right? So if y'all want to help, support, and participate, in the event at Maryland because you're going to bring busloads, truckloads, we're going to show up and show out. You're going to get recognized in Maryland. Send an email to skintea@gmail.com, SKINNTEA@gmail.com. We are going to make sure that event is one of the hottest events because after that, guess what? We will be in Atlanta. So y'all need to synchronize your calendars right now. Go get your tickets, global1team.com. The ticket prices are going to go up. Right now, they're $32. Guys, go buy your ticket. Philadelphia, February 20th, Houston, March 19th, Raleigh, April 16th, Chicago, May 28th, Maryland, I can tell you right now, it's going to probably be the second to the last Saturday in June, okay? We're working on the hotel as we speak, all right? So global1team.com, go and get your tickets. And then Atlanta, here we go again, another ring ceremony, right? Another check recognition. Guys, I have a group in my house right now from Jamaica. Listen to this. Met them on Facebook. Had a conversation with them over the phone, and now we're like family. 3 of them here. I didn't even know they were coming. They have their own relationship with my dad. I just wake up this morning, they at the door like, what y'all doing here? Oh, we told Dad we were coming. So they over here, probably $50,000 worth of orders that they're taking back with them to Jamaica. Guys, we don't play. We working straight from New Orleans right here, right? And I'm talking to them. I'm like, okay, tell me how much money you're going to make by the next event. One person said $150. Another person said $100,000. Another person said, I said, so you do realize you got 5 months to do the work to get the check. So y'all already got the head start right now. Let me tell y'all something. I was realizing this too today. One of the things that pissed me off when I was in network marketing is going to an event and sitting at the back of the room. Wait a minute. I couldn't pay my way to the front. I couldn't sachet strange my way to the front. I had to earn my way to the front. And I remember being at the back of the room saying, oh, heck no. Stormy Wellington at the back of a room? Stormy Wellington trying to fight to find a seat? The mere fact that I couldn't just walk to the front, eat the fruits and the bagels and all that they had, and have me first-class seating and all that stuff, that motivated me probably more than the money, to be honest with you. The pain of sitting in the back, the pain of feeling like a nobody, made me say, the next event, I'm going to be somebody. I think I fought for that more than I fought for the money. Some of y'all who was at the event in New Orleans, I hope you mad. I hope you so pissed off that you like, wait till y'all see me in Atlanta. Y'all going to wear glittery suits and you walk into the front to make sure a person sees you because you can't wait to get on that microphone and tell how the last event in New Orleans was great, but the most impactful thing for me was being aggravated with trying to find me a seat. The most impactful thing for me was watching y'all get up and eat food and I couldn't get none. The most impactful thing for me was watching y'all at Nationals Night Out on that boat and no, I couldn't go. Y'all should be like that. Some of y'all saying, I didn't walk across the stage. I didn't get acknowledged. For what? What did you do? So, see, these are the things that you let fuel you. Like, ooh, you let it fire you up. You know what was the most thing that made me proud? Watching my daughter look at me as I was on the stage. Watching my sister, watching my friend Reggie cry like a baby as I was on that stage. Watching, that's the things that make me feel good. Knowing that I am inspirational and an influence now. And I'm still intentional. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying to y'all right now? It is time for you to get angry. It's time for you to get angry. It's time for you to say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. For real. Like, you know, one of the things that I said on the stage, and I'm just being honest, y'all, you know, in the beginning, you know, you don't know all the facts. God, I never knew all the facts. I know that the industry of network marketing is based upon production. I mean, guys, the person team who sells the most products for the company makes the most money. It's just that simple. That's why I don't like just signing people up, right? I don't like just signing people up if they're not going to put in no work. Why? Because I don't get paid off nothing. I get paid off something, right? And so when people not doing nothing, I'm going to get nothing. So why, you know, why aren't you guys understanding that? Ain't no magic wand, sell some stuff by any means necessary. And that's why, you know, when I listen to Denise, everybody's different. Denise is a numbers girl. I'm a numbers girl in terms of the check. I just put my head down, and I do the work. I'm not a person that checks the back office every day. I came home this morning, I looked at my numbers from last week. I'm like, oh, wow. All right, great job, team. I didn't know what the numbers was Thursday because I got my head down. Only time I'm checking is when I know that I'm looking and running for something. But I'm not every minute checking the numbers. My head down. And so I'm going to move over really quickly. I want to talk to y'all about something. You know, leaders. Let me tell you what else leaders do. Leaders know how to identify who to give their time to. You know, not to get spiritual, but it's interesting how Jesus had 12 disciples, 12. He had a Judas, he had a Peter, you know. He had that. But he had 12. You think he ran the world with every 12 out of billions of people? 12. See, some of y'all are wasting your time with certain people because you wanted more for them than they wanted for themselves. Find that one person that you're going to touch and agree with, okay? Create an accountability with that person. And now y'all decide your timing, your work schedule, how much time you're going to give to calls, how much time you're going to give to leveraging each other, to each other, edifying each other. You know, how intentional are you and focused on whatever your goal is going into Atlanta, you know. And here's the deal, knowing when to quit and knowing when to stick. If you got to pull everybody, no, I'm not in the pulling business. I mean, push everybody. I don't want to always have to be pushing. I don't mind pulling. Why? Because it's a different force as I'm pulling. But if I got to push you, that means you ain't trying to go nowhere. Push and pull is two different things. I'll pull you because you're willing to come. But think about it. When a person is behind you pushing you, you probably will. So you want to find a person that they believe like you. They're excited like you. They on fire like you. They ready to rock like you. And one by one, you and that person go level by level, and you get to use that story. I can give you a prime example. It was me and Pam. Me and Pam did everything. We did every opportunity call. She hosts every last one of the calls. Every wake up and win call was just me for a while, you know. But guess what? The first story that I was focused on making sure I helped was Pam and Nate. Or let me change that. My sister gets me when I say that. Was Nate and Pam. Why? Because that was my accountability. So it wouldn't even been a good look if I made millions and she ain't make no money. But you think Nate and Pam mad? I made $2. They made $650,000. You think they mad? Really, more than that, she laughed at me this weekend. She said, well, it was a little short. I said, well, they ain't had a check for $750, lady. And, you know, she said, all right. You know? You think they mad? No, absolutely not. So we pulled each other. She had to push me and I had to push her. No, we pulled. So who is that person? So I was able to work with Nate and Pam, and we created a story, and I leveraged that. She get to leverage my story. I get to leverage her story. Tammy Faye and Shanita Foster is a good example of what I'm talking about. Guess what? Shanita, 100,000. Tammy made 50. You think Tammy mad? Nah. Why? Because they all are different. They're both at different levels in their influence and their inspiration. Okay, they're at different levels. And in their intentions. They're on different levels. But now, guess what? They both have that intentions. They're both intentional. And now they're moving along together. We did a call tonight. They're about to do some things in Cincinnati. But guess what? If they get a little better at leveraging each other's story, meaning Tammy Faye edifies Shanita like Shanita the best thing in the world. I don't care what they may have that may be personal. You think sometimes Pam don't want to curse me out? She's never disrespected me, never. You think sometimes Nate don't want to feel like, girl, sit down somewhere. You think, never disrespected, not one time. Why? Because we're better together than we are apart. So now find that person that you can work with and create a story. It may be a retail story. It may be she makes $1,000 a week, and y'all leverage each other's story. Leaders are good at identifying who to give their time to. Now is the time that you need to go hard. Some of y'all need to go recruit new people. Don't tell me about you recruiting 15 people in 5 months. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not going to work. If you recruited 15 people in 5 months, quit. Quit with those 15 people and go find some new people, because you're now trying to push those people somewhere they don't want to go. Some of y'all need to re-recruit some people now. And as I said, because the law of attraction is always working, because the energy is high, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You can get those people now because the energy, the stars are aligning for TLC. Okay? So the 15 people, you may need to keep it moving on them. Because, guys, you know our industry is about the story? Our industry is a lot about the story, okay? And it's time for you to create a new story. It is time for you to create a new story. Or let me not say new. It's time to create a story, okay? Because some of y'all don't even have a story. But find that person. And what do you do together? A lot. You go to new places together. You meet new people together. You go out and you sample people together. Guys, don't be afraid, to give out some free packs of tea. Don't be afraid to order you some NRG sample packs. Listen, y'all, you can't go wrong with NRG sample packs and tea. You can't. Find the networking events that's going on. Find the happy hours that's going on. Get off social media thinking that everybody that you need is on social media. They're not. Some are there. Yes, let me fix that. Some are there, but not everybody is there. It's a tool. It's a vehicle. Go and get you some new relationships and some new people, and make up your mind how you're going to lead. Some conversations you lead with the money. Hey, listen, you keep your options up when it comes to making money. See that girl right there? That's why it's good to find a partner. See that lady right there? Oh, she's making $5,000 a week. Doing what? Let's talk. Let me give you my number. Let's talk. Don't throw up on them at one time. That's why it's good to find you that person. Y'all get fly together. Get cute. Go out together. Make you some new friends together. Why? Because right now, what did I say? The stars are aligning. Okay? You know what I would do if I was some of you guys? I would decide to dominate my city. Do you know when I first started? I started in my backyard, right? Is my city where I wanted to be right now? No. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. But guess what? I set my city on fire. What? We would do launch calls, pertaining to my city. We would do home parties pertaining to my city. Everything was in my city. Everything was in my city. Everything was in my city. And my city sparked a new level of attraction where people started to see. That's why launch, Project 1000 New York, Project 1000 Cincinnati, Project 1000 Atlanta, Project 1000 Chicago, Project 1000 Maryland, Project 1000 New Jersey, Virginia, Texas, Alabama, and decide that all of your energy, that's why the intentions has to be clear. And if you can't afford to travel, that's why you launching in your city. Get you some flyers made. Start you up a call. Hey, we are here in Chicago, and our goal is to help 1,000 people in the city to lose 100,000 pounds collectively and pick up 6 figures. 100,000 pounds lost, $100,000 earned. Are all focused on helping the city of Chicago get healthy and wealthy. My name is Stormy Wellington. So if you got invited to this call tonight, maybe you're calling in from New York, Bahamas, Cincinnati. Tonight is about Chicago. But you can stay on the line. But I am a native of Chicago. Decide that you're going to dominate your city. Dominate your city. And the beautiful thing about it is you should develop a passion for your own city. Like you should refuse to sit back and let anybody else take your city. Me and Jeff and Janella was talking, how we're about to start back up the meetings, in South Florida. Right? Why? We live here. We're like, why are we not, going to put some energy in the city when there's a whole lot of people? But the time is right now. Why? Because we're touching and agreeing. We had to all do it. It's no big I's and little U's. It's no you do it, I do this. Nah, let's get on one accord. Why? So we could spread the responsibility. We could spread, and now we're at a place where we can do that, right? So I need you guys to make a decision to dominate your city and create a movement all around your city. And set a goal that you're going to get to 5,000 a month or 1,000 a week or whatever the goal is that you really believe, right? And when you call people, listen, I just locked on with a group of people. They're going to help 1,000 families make 6 figures. I came back from this convention. Did you see those pictures all on my Instagram page? I'm going to text you some pictures, girl. Listen, we about to do some amazing things in this market, and I wasn't going to call you, but I don't want to do it without you. You know what? Are you open to some money? Are you open to another stream of income? Are you open to having fun? Are you open to helping people? I want to talk to you about this project I'm launching. What is it about? Hop on this call tonight. That's it. And so when you make up your mind to do something, y'all, your creative juices will flow. And the universe, God wants to give it to you. Do you know that? Like everything he says is yes, 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 yes. You want to be wealthy? Yes. Go do the work. You want to be happy? Yes. Do the work on the inside to attract more happiness. I told my Wake Up and Win call listeners this morning. Right now, everything I do is about feeling good. Listen, I want to feel good all the time because I want to make people feel good, and I want to attract feel-good things to me. So I'm listening to the Wayne Dyer. I'm listening to the Abraham Hicks. I'm listening to the things that make me feel good. I'm doing feel-good things. I'm reading feel-good books. But right now, at my level, it's about making sure my attraction is where it needs to be, even at your level. Some of y'all are doing the work and wondering why the results aren't happening because you don't believe in your work. You really don't believe in your work. You give a sample out, and you think the first thing you're thinking is, they ain't going to drink it. So you're giving it away, but for what? Wow. Everything is energy, guys. Everything wants to be pulled towards you that you want. Do you understand this? That's why subconsciously you got to work on that. What is it that you want? Consciously, but what do you want subconsciously? What is it that your heart wants? And make sure that your dominating thoughts are that of growth or that of prosperity. Y'all got to understand. Right now, we got it. We got it. Everybody is looking at TLC in the industry. Those that are not looking, they don't even know about us. So now it's your responsibility to bring about an awareness. That's why I love the saying, I wasn't even going to call you. But you know what? I just got back off of this powerful event, and this young lady who made $2 million in 14 months made me think about you. Y'all just got so much in common. Oh, my God, I wasn't even going to call you. But you know what? I watched this young 27-year-old man make $500,000 part-time, really, in 15 months, and he made me think about you. I wasn't going to call you, but I can't stop thinking about you because every time I see him, I see your face. What you doing these days? Are you open to opportunity? How are you financially? You know what? How are you just relationally? How are you emotionally? Are you happy with your life? Talk to me. I'm calling you because you've been on my heart. I'm talking because if you call the person, obviously they've been in your heart. See, guys, I was saying to myself today as I was writing some notes, why is it that it appears like we went to Atlanta, right? The people that got checks, watch this. I'm about to show y'all something. They walk across the stage with their checks. Pam and Nate and Pam, tell Drake, $250. Right? Come to New Orleans, $500,000. Watch this. Javon and Candace, Miguel and Sandra. Walk across the stage, $100. New Orleans, $200. Right? What is the difference? Stormy Wellington, $1 million. New Orleans, $2 million. Shanita Foster, $80. New Orleans, $200. Why does the same people experience increase and some others don't experience anything? Why? I guarantee you, if you have a conversation with them, they would tell you that they're intentional. I guarantee if you have a conversation with them, they tell you that they don't allow their emotions to overpower their business. I can tell you right now, I know for a fact Dale Drake has personal problems. A lot of them. I know for a fact Shanita Foster has personal problems. A lot of them. I know for a fact Candace Bird Davis has personal problems. A lot of them. I know for a fact Stormy Wellington has personal problems. A lot of them. But my intentions and my goal is bigger than my personal problems because I know that a lot of my personal problems is things that I made up and things that are beyond my control. Either I made it up and it's stupid and I shouldn't be dealing with it anyway, or I can't control it. So what am I going to do about it? Things I can't control now in my season where I'm going, the responsibility that I have. You know what Rocky said to me today? She said, Stormy, if you don't get out of bed, you affect somebody. She said the minute you wake up, you're responsible for thousands of people. You not being in a good state mentally affects a lot of people. And I'm like, wow, that is kind of true, huh? So, guys, right now, your goal is to work on 3 things, really 4. Your influence, your inspiration, okay, your intentions, and your identification. I want you to work on, and it's no particular order. You know, see, right now, what I got to work on is really my identification because I want to help everybody. I really do, but I can't. I don't have the energy or the time, okay? I just can't. That ring that Kenny them got, I like that ring a lot. And my ring cute and all, but that ring they got, I need that ring come Atlanta. For real. So I'm letting y'all know right now I got a lot of work to do because I'm getting that ring. They're not going to be, flossing their gold, big old Super Bowl ring around me. I want that ring. So I can't work with everybody. So really, I know I got influence. I know I got it. I know I inspire. I know I'm intentional. 1,000 families all day. And anything that gets in the way of that, goodbye, I'm cutting it off. Down to a sister, down to daughter, they got to go. Till I get my 1,000 families every year. Because they are part of it. So my identification is my weak point right now. What is your weak point? Do you inspire? And if you do inspire, I want you to look at the level of which you inspire. Tell me about the type of people you inspire. Because if you inspire, no disrespect, a bunch of people that work at McDonald's, something wrong. Okay? If you inspire, a bunch of people that, no disrespect, on welfare and food stamps, that's all you want. Nobody else looks up to you. See, guys, you ever heard the saying, if you're the sharpest knife in the drawer, you in the wrong drawer? If you're the smartest person in the room, you in the wrong room? So if you're inspiring a bunch of people, that's at low levels, you got work to do. Because you think about it. You need people with the right mental capacity. Now, they work at McDonald's and on food stamps, but they got a different mental capacity that's different. So y'all know my point. Who are you inspiring? Are you inspiring them with your glittery shoes, or are you inspiring them with your conversation? Are you inspiring them with your pocketbook, okay? Or are you inspiring them with your conversation? Are you inspiring them with your new flip weave haircut that you got, or are you inspiring them with your spirit? What inspires them? What are you doing that inspires them? I was in a restaurant in New Orleans, and I walked over, and everybody was talking, and this man says, "Oh, Stormy, come here, Miss Wellington, come here. We call her Little Stormy right here." I said, "Awesome. Hey, you must be special." I said, "So why y'all call her Little Stormy?" "Oh, man, she's a go-getter. She doesn't play." I said, "Awesome. How long you been in the business?" She said, 7 months. I said, "What's your rank?" She said, "Associate." I looked at them. I said, "Y'all call her what? Y'all call her Little Stormy. Why? Tell me why y'all call it." "Oh, she's on fire. She's on fire, and she's an associate for 7 months." Let me explain something to you. Stormy don't sleep. Stormy sets goals. Stormy fights. Stormy inspires. Stormy works. I understand y'all want to make her feel good, but listen, when you gonna give somebody my name, make sure they're producing some results. She should at least be an executive. She should at least be a regional. So not that I'm not tooting my own horns. That's not what I'm doing. But, ma'am, you've been in the business for 7 months and you are an associate. Something is wrong. So what I want you to do is I want you to figure out what you need to work on. Because 7 months as an associate, you can't be Little Stormy. Not 7 months as an associate. I wouldn't even allow myself to stay at that level for that long. The mere fact that I'm associate for past a week would have pissed me off, because I am the head and not the tail. So I work for respect, for real. I work for inspiration. Some of y'all need to change your reasoning. And that's the reason why you're not getting it, because the reason behind why you want it is not right. Some of y'all couldn't even get to national. Y'all will treat people funny. Some of y'all would never hit ambassador because the way you would treat people. And let me say this, there's a lot of people that don't like me, y'all, a lot. But you know why they don't like me? Because I provide and protect. I provide my stuff. I provide for my stuff, and I protect for my stuff. And anyone that gets in the way of my 1,000 families, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really care for them. Anybody that's trying to throw my team off their game, anyone that comes and quits, anyone that talks negative about my company, about our products, about customer service, about Jack Fallon, yes, I don't really care for them. Why? Because I understand in everything there's challenges. But I don't care about the people who don't like me, because there's so many more that love me, pray for me, and adore me. So that's my focus. My attention and my focus are on those people. And so I want y'all to work influence, inspiration, intentions, identification. I want y'all to start sampling out products. I want you to go back and try again. What am I talking about? There are some people you talked to in the beginning. I want you to go back, confidence, get postured, get bold. Send them before and after pictures to these people. Talk to them. Say, I need to have a serious conversation with you. Like I wasn't even going to talk to you like this, but I need to get real with you. I know you broke. I know you're struggling. I know we both need something. Like, you need to get in some people's face for real. Especially, let me tell you what I love about when your intentions are clear and you've made a decision. There's something that happens to your voice. It's something that happens to your voice that people can hear that you ain't playing in your voice, ladies and gentlemen. And people refuse to get left because they can hear it in your voice that you about to do something. And they don't want you to leave them. They can hear it. But some of y'all haven't gotten that voice yet. Your voice is the same old fearful, I ain't going nowhere, I ain't about to do nothing voice. So I want to hear a change in your voice. Before we end the call, I really want to bring, this young lady back to the line. And here's why I asked her to come back to the line. I want to bring her to the line because she has one of those stories of allowing the enemy to distract. She has one of those stories of she needed this. She has one of those stories of she could have brought it to her own press because, her daughter's father is a big-time music producer. She has one of those stories that she could have easily just allowed herself to get in the way of her success. Herself, do y'all know a lot of y'all are allowing yourself to get in the way? Pride, ego, who they think they are, who she thinks she. I promise you, about 50 of y'all said that tonight, listening to me. Who she thinks she is, like all of that stuff. Who cares? Who I think I am, a child of God, is gonna help 1,000 families every year. A woman who ain't gonna never quit. A woman who will do anything and everything to help that person that says, I'm with you. A person that'll go to bats I was about to say hell or high water. I ain't going no hell. A person that will go to bats for a person that says, let's do this for the people. A person that's constantly working on herself to make sure she is suited and booted and ready for the task at hand. A person that's willing to fight for her family and for the people that says, let's do this. A person that decides that when she going to do something, she ain't going to stop until it's done. I don't care if the hands is bleeding, the feet is bleeding, the eyes are crying. I'm going to get it done. Why? Because I don't want to disappoint me. I don't want to disappoint my Father who has given me a responsibility. I know my purpose. And so I want to bring this lady on the line because she walked across the stage with a $50,000 check. You know, she's known me now for about 6 years. And she came on board. Her and Shanita Foster worked together, personally sponsored by Shanita. But I'm just so proud because you could see her humility. You could see how excited she is, but how grateful she is about this opportunity. And now she's really and truly moving into a different level of intention. And I could tell, and I know she don't even really get it, but that's what I do. I know how to identify. That's one of my gifts. And so I want Miss Tammy Morhead to come back on the line. You know, you were at convention. I want you to just share what stuck out to you. What was the highlight of the event for you? How did it feel bringing your daughter there? How did it feel feeling like you have done something to help other people? Like, just get back on the line, Miss Tammy, please, and just share with everyone, you know, what's your plan, what you're doing. Just go ahead and have your way, because there are some people just like you that need this. They got pride, they got ego, they got distractions, they discouraged, they don't know, but you are the prime example of how everybody can win. Not to take anything away from you, but you are a prime example how everybody can do this business. So I want you to come back on the line, Miss Tammy, and just have your way, speak from your heart. I know that everybody will appreciate you. So, Miss Tammy, are you on the back line?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You go ahead and take it away.
First of all, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity, because without your yes, I know right now that I would not be in the position that I am in. And what I got from New Orleans was I was so excited that my team showed up at convention. I know you asked us all, who are you going to have at convention? How many can you bring? I brought 30 people to convention. I drove with 3 of my teammates. I had 7 people in my room in New Orleans because I wanted to make sure that they were there and that everybody could afford to be there. Sometimes you got to step out of your own way and help other people, and that's what my mission was, Miss Wellington, to help someone else. I wanted to show my daughter that she don't have to go to work, that she could be an entrepreneur and be her own boss. The convention for me opened up so many levels, opened up so many doors. I got to see so many of my peers before me win, and you always said, clap and celebrate others. I got to celebrate Mr. Nate and Pam McCrae. I got to celebrate the Simpsons. Every time I was in my own way, I could call Miss Pam McCrae, I could call Jeff Simpson, and they answered the phone. I know you can't take nothing from me, Miss Wellington, because you put me in a position for me to grow. You put me in a position to see what I was missing. Now I see what you was doing, and I appreciate everything that you done, because you paved the way for so many of us. And I don't care what they say. You are the #1 inspiration of the Skin Tea movement. I know we're supposed to be one team, one dream, but you created something so special for us. And New Orleans definitely changed my life to have my daughter sit there with me. Shanita Foster said, Tammy, bring your daughter. This is a family affair. You brought your family the last time. I didn't bring Jelon. I knew that was my reason, that was my why for me to keep going. Every single day I look at her, and I want her to have the world, and I want it to come from me. Her dad is a millionaire, but her mom is not a millionaire. But with the help of Miss Wellington and the 1,000 families, that is going to be my goal, and that is what I am going to strive, and that is what I am going to do. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Back to you, Miss Wellington.
Thank you. I want you to come back because you said a few things. You know, sacrificed and came there with your team. You had 7 people in your room. You know, that right there alone was amazing. But you was able to get a $50,000 check. I know you earned more than that, but that was, you know, where you stopped at in terms of the recognition. And then you got a $50,000 ring. Now, how do you feel in terms of, I said, inspiration, intention, influence, right, and identification? So tell me right now, you know, based upon what you're hearing tonight, based upon you already having your mind made up, going into Atlanta, that you're going to, I'm sure, you know, walk across the stage and get acknowledged again. Tell me what shift took place for you now. What are some of the things that you're going to do in your business right now to create a greater result, not just for you, but for the people that you're inspiring as well?
Well, first what I'm going to do is, like you said, I'm going to grab on to some people in my organization, because what I want to do for July, I don't want to be the only one walking across the stage. I want to help people as well from my team get a check and walk across the stage with me. That's what's going to make my heart feel good. And I have identified some people in my organization with the help of Ms. Foster for us to be able to accomplish that.
Wow, so you've already identified some people. So have you set your goal yet? What are your plans for Atlanta? What do you see yourself accomplishing in terms of recognition? What check would you be walking across the stage with in Atlanta? You got 5 months.
I want to double my check.
So you ready to get you another $50,000?
Absolutely. I want another ring.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys. Right now we are definitely on a whole new wave. My goal is to identify some new people like you, Tammy, who's ready, who's hungry, who's humble, but who understands that it's not about you. And so I want everybody that's under the sound of my voice, there's over 800 people on this call tonight. You know, if you're ready to obviously step your game up, work harder on yourself than you do anything else, if you're willing and ready to do this for somebody else bigger than just you and your family, if you're willing to work on your intentions and be sure that you do the things that inspires in terms of your dress code, just the way you open your mouth, just when you walk in a room, what type of energy do you create? Do you inspire a person with your energy? When the person feels you, do they feel that they could go somewhere? Do you give people confidence? Are you ready to humble yourself and work with your upline? Are you willing to do the virtual grand openings? Are you willing to do the home parties? Are you willing to participate in the Super Saturdays? Are you willing to do whatever it takes? And I'm talking about be coachable, where you're willing to have conversation with your upline, seek counsel from your upline, and do all of the things that's right to make sure that you are able to participate in what's about to take place come July of 2016 in Atlanta, Georgia. If that's you, if you're ready to let go of all the baggage, see, guys, until you free yourself of unnecessary access baggage, listen, it's not going to happen. Because you can't even be trusted with one thing, which is energy. You can't even be trusted with your energy. Why would I trust you with money? Why would I trust you with people? And so send your sponsor a text right now and say, I'm ready. I'm ready means y'all going to start tonight. Guys, I'm doing an opportunity call tonight. It's 800 people on this call. I want to hear every last one of y'all with some high energy introducing yourself on a call at 10. Why? Because it's not about just you. It's about the people that need you on that call, that need to hear the energy and the enthusiasm. Hey, this is Tammy Morhead calling in out of Atlanta, Georgia. Let people hear your energy, your enthusiasm. I am 1,000 families. Hey, this is Shanita Foster out of Atlanta, Georgia. I am 1,000 families. Let's start creating an energy, speaking, dominating, and declaring. Do y'all know what that word I am means? I am 1,000 families? Man, that means you're already saying I'm one. I'm one. So send your sponsor text and say, I'm ready. I am 1,000 families, right? And let's do it. Y'all could do it for 5 months. Be focused for 5 months. Set your clear intentions that I am 1,000 families for 5 months. What if you do it and look up and you walk across the stage doubling your income? What if? But what if you keep doing what you've been doing, and guess what? You get the same results. Which one would you prefer? I'd rather gamble and try to create the result than to not gamble and try and live the same. I don't know about you. I'd rather gamble and try and believe that I am going to create a different result than to not do nothing and to live the same. Guys, when I look at my account, the type of money in my bank account right now is like, is this for real? Is this for real? Is this really my bank account? And not just my bank account, did I really help all these people? God, thank you. Did I really attract all of this happiness, joy in my life? Did you really allow me to do this? Yes. But guess what? The best is yet to come. Guys, let's get focused. Let's get intentional. Let's work on our influence. It ain't over. Let's work on our inspiration, inspiring people, making sure our spirit man is right. We walk in the room, people say, man, I want to be around her. Man, I like him. And it's not that you even got to open your mouth. Just your energy shifts the atmosphere. That's the type of enthusiasm and energy and the vibrations you want to give the people. That just your being. I know when I walk in the room, the atmosphere shifts. I know it. I believe it. I know it. I don't even have to say nothing. Oh, but when I open my mouth, it's going to break. Whatever was on you, it's going to be broken. If you're willing and ready to receive. Guys, get on the call tonight at 10 o'clock. I'm excited. I'm happy for each and every one of you that made a decision. Feel free, guys. Go book your tickets. www.global1team.com. You know what I would do if I was y'all? I would already chart my territory. I would already say I'm having a bus of 50 people, and I don't know what market it may be. If you're closer to Philadelphia, get you a bus of 50 people. If you're closer to Chicago, Houston, Raleigh, Maryland, just already make up in your mind that you're going to be there, and you pulling up with a bus load of people. I'm going to be at every event. Only one I'm not going to be at, I won't be in Philadelphia because my birthday is February 21st. Okay, I turned 25, and I'm celebrating my birthday. I already had that plan, but I'm going to be in every city. And then let's show up and show out 1,000 Families Skin Tea Movement. Come, Maryland. Let's show up and show out. All right, I see y'all on the 10 o'clock call. I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. I honor you, and the best is yet to come. Text your upline. I am 1,000 Families. I am ready. You ready? Let's go.